Hello friends, my name is Adrian and I'm joined by
Jerry.
And this week we're going to be covering J Dilla, Donuts. Today is actually the 20th anniversary of this album, February 7th, 2026, because this came out February 7th, 2006. What do you know about J Dilla?
Apparently, when we were becoming friends after you graduated, you sent me this album and I didn't say much about it. That's all I know.
Some of the lore surrounding it is he died 3 days after the album came out in 2006.
What?
Yeah, he died on February 10th, 2006. The album came out on February 7th.
No.
Some people say that he made a lot of the album while in the hospital because I think he had lupus.
Oh.
Some people dispute that. Some people say made part of it before, but I think maybe it's at least some of it was made in the hospital. The album also contains an infinite loop. So the last track loops into the first track, circular nature of life sort of thing. So it's kind of an iconic album. And I remember not liking it when I first heard it because my older brother put me onto it. And then I came around to it a couple years later and was obsessed with it.
That's kind of your thing.
So we kind of made the whole thing on these sort of devices, right? So he just would chop stuff up and that's how you play the drums with these pads. I think it was the SP404, but I think he has used the MPC in the past.
My nickname is NPC.
MPC.
Oh, it was such a dark start. I didn't know. I was just, when he told me he died a couple of days after, that's huge. That's deep. So we're listening to this person's last artistic creation, knowing that they were going to die.
Yeah. So as always, I mean, the full version of this is on our Patreon. I'll kind of let it play a couple tracks at a time because they're all short. We'll go tracks 1 and 2, Donuts Outro, which is track 1, and track 2 is Workinonit.
It was cool. It does have an Avalanches feel.
I think we'll hear it more on other tracks, but it's like a compressor that's on the SP that you can make it so the kick just sticks out and everything else ducks. It's just like a really nice sound.
I always wondered why you noticed the kick so many times when we're talking.
We'll go for a 3-track run here. So track 3 is Waves, track 4 is Light It, and track 5 is The New.
Let's go!
My brain is trying to figure out where these samples are coming from. It's driving me crazy.
It's tough. See how the kick just cuts through everything? Like, it's just so huge.
And the kick shakes you.
This is Beastie Boys.
I love. But this bass and synth isn't part of this song.
No, I think he just took a vocal part. Because he just like other samples on top of each other too, you know?
There's 3 tracks already?
Yeah, they're all really short.
Wow.
Because they're all like short beats, basically. Also, I think it might have to do with the memory that's on these devices, that you can only have a certain amount of storage, right? Or you have to buy a new card that goes in at the bottom.
Infrastructure limitations.
Yeah. His chops are just crazy. Like how he flips the samples are nuts.
And when you say flips the sample,
basically like how it works is like you record like either like a 1 bar or 2 bar section from a song. And then each of the pads on these samplers, you chop up the sample. You know, it could be by beat, it could just be how you hear it, however you want to chop it up. Like it could be like every beat you chop it up, so it's like each button is like the 1 beat of the sample or whatever. So you can play it in different orders. That's what I mean by flipping.
But that would be incredibly hard for your brain to do. Like, I got to press these here to get this to sound the way I picture it in my head.
Yeah, or you just mess around until you find something that sounds cool, like a combination of like the end of this bar with the beginning of that bar, and that's how you do it. We are going to do track 6, which is Stop, track 7, People, track 8, The Diff'rence.
It's that real.
That bass. That percussive break.
Yeah. And also the choice of the sample, like, you're gonna want me back in your arms. I don't know, it's just sad.
People, the time has come.
And that you're gonna notice that siren. That's like his signature, like, producer tag, if you will.
Okay.
So songs that he produced for other people, it's in there sometimes.
He's also into speeding it up.
Yeah, yeah. And I just love his sample selection. Like, it's eclectic. Like that on the, I think it was People. You have, I think it's an Indian sample halfway through that song, and you were right. Like, he's speeding it up and slowing it down. I like how short they are. I don't know. I like albums that have short songs. Like, I like stuff like this where you could just, it's in its best when it's just played all the way through.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy listening to this one without the breaks.
Yeah.
Also, it's a memento mori, right? It's a Remember You Will Die, this album. Like, there's a ring with a skull on it that Romans used to wear, and it says memento mori, which means remember you will die. Or when something big happens in your life, you need someone to tell you, like, life is short. You need to take this into context, into perspective.
Especially with his sample selection, because sometimes he's talking to you through the samples.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do track 9, Mash. 10, Time, the Donut of the Heart. Track 11 is Glazed. Fits with the donut theme.
Listen, they'll be mashed.
Those notes are so not hitting, they're actually hitting.
Yeah. That's him holding it. Like, it's so cool.
That jangly guitar right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's strange.
That's sad as hell.
Okay. There comes a time.
Those are some surreal cuts there.
Yeah. They're like cut off.
It's very intentional. It's very abrupt.
This vocal is a Jackson 5 sample. That part.
I didn't hear Michael in there. This bass is killer. And these horns. So I came in here today with, like, I don't know, 10 things on my mind. And I maybe like a list, almost like a honey-do list. I got to do these things today. And in the middle of that is, do these shows. This album is actually, I feel like a weight has been lost. I feel like more chill for some reason. So musically, really cool. That one where he's chopping the words off like day, and you could tell that the vocal's about to go up, and he cuts it off on the rise. And it's like, whoa. That's a choice. That's a dark choice. And the music's too fast for me to just like pick stuff apart. I'm lucky if I pick a few things here and there. This is one of those repeat listens before you can talk intelligently about it.
We will do track 12, Airworks, and track 13, Lightworks.
Song's uncomfortable.
What do you mean with all the cuts?
The cuts and the word never. At the end, there's that weird synth that's hollow.
Yeah.
Like dropping a rock in a deep cavern.
Yeah.
What is the magic that makes one's eyes sparkle and gleam?
60s commercial.
The skies. The name of the game is Lightworks.
So fake. I love that.
The siren?
Is that his siren you're talking about?
Yeah.
Listen up.
Light up the slips. The name of the game is Lightworks.
I like how you rearranged that commercial. From fake to frantic and assertive.
Yeah. A lot of the time with these lyrics, he's really manipulate vocals into sounding like in the intro track, he gets a vocal sample but makes it sound like it's saying J Dilla, and then the other one is death real? He's just manipulating a vocal to make it sound like it's saying is death real. And then that one, it's like light up the spliffs. I think the actual thing is, I forget what the word was, but she's not actually saying that.
I didn't think so. She doesn't seem the type.
Yeah. Down the line, Doom actually uses that beat on one of his albums. We'll do a 3-track run. Track 14, Stepson of the Clapper. Track 15, The Twister, in brackets, Huh, What? And track 16, 111.
I liked it when you said, huh, what? That's fun.
Yeah.
Would you join me, please, in welcoming the Tip Team?
I swear there's some recorder. That was funny.
And there's that twangy mouth thing.
Yeah.
I did recognize one of the samples before from my Motown, but I can't. the 111, calling a song that's 111 reminds me of something Mac does, right? The naming of his songs based on how long they are or what.
Oh, was it 1 minute 11 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
You would only notice it if you were looking at it in this format, right? With the lyrics, the song.
True.
Yeah, you changed the listen of this album when you said that this was released 3 days before the end of his life. You know, like I'm so locked into that detail, and it's not a bad thing.
Also, for me, I've never listened to it this way where I can see. I've never thought that this album would have actual lyrics on Apple Music, so I've never listened to it this way where I can see what's being said. I've always kind of just like guessed over the years, so this is kind of interesting for me. We're halfway though. Okay, it's snack time, and we have Cadbury Toffee Caramel. Oh no, that's the French. Never mind.
He's bilingual. This is really great. We are eating this we are crushing this.
Well, I mean, that was good chocolate.
Amazing.
Cadbury
I ate so
always
much.
eats.
Oh, I like what you did there.
We're on to the second half. We'll do a little 2-track one. On the second track, just for some context, you can kind of hear, he plays the original sample, and then you hear as the song goes on how he chops it up. So it's kind of like
That's great.
a show and tell. Okay, so we have track 17, 2 Can Win, and track 18, Don't Cry.
Sounds like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, for sure.
This is peak Motown.
Yeah.
That song made me sad. Yeah, like he chopped the saddest part and replayed it over and over and over and over again. Because in the original song, I Can't Stand to See You Cry. And then there's the rest of the song that talks about the life part.
It's almost like directed at a loved one or something. I mean, I love how he goes in and out of the sample, because he goes from sample to the chopped version to the sample to the chopped version again. And it's such a cool transition. It's just, I love that flip. So we got track 19, Anti-American Graffiti, track 20, Geek Down, and track 21, Thunder.
Have mercy, you bet your life, baby. That's right, I'm down here with the world's most popular drinking areas, you understand? The South. Yeah, where everything is nice, and they do it right. And everybody here is waiting for the $1 million jackpot number to come up, man. And you know, there's a lot of sincere music.
Sounds like Wolfman Jack.
Oh, the vocal sample?
I don't think it is, though. Oh, American Graffiti is a movie, Harrison Ford, and the Wolfman Jack is in that movie. I bet you this is Wolfman Jack. He's a DJ.
That's a crazy shout out. You're probably, yeah, you're.
I watch a lot of movies. But the synth?
Yeah, up there, yeah. You know, so you hear the vinyl crackle too?
Good call.
Because he's sampling, you know, directly from vinyl, right? So it's cool. Same sort of thing. As the Avalanches, I guess.
That's cool. Vinyl cracks were diss in the 90s because CD,
Oh, true.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. For the original.
And sax.
I love the drum beat on this one. It's just so cool.
He's smart and cool and really good at mixing, and it's really cool. The anti-American graffiti thing, like I'm like, that sounds so familiar. And then I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden I realized, holy cow, he's sampling American graffiti. I don't know. I just thought that was dope. I didn't expect it. I didn't think that was like a piece of cultural lore. You know, it's just a movie.
Yeah. Pulling from a lot of cool places. Mm-hmm. He's recording from a turntable, like putting it directly into the sampler, you know, lifting and skipping to find the sections you want. Like, it's just such a cool, because we don't do that anymore.
So old school.
Yeah, like that's such a crazy intensive process, you know, because now you can just convert from YouTube and pull up the whole waveform and pick your section. But there you're like skipping through, recording. If you miss it, you have to go move the needle back. Like
You can actually see it, you know, and know, oh, that's the part I want.
Yeah.
Like,
it's nuts.
Man.
We'll do another 3. We got track 22, Gobstopper, track 23, One for Ghost, and track 24, Dilla Says Go.
So much power to this music.
Huge. There's something about horn sections that like we need more of. You know, it used to be such a thing.
Yeah. And the bass, man.
Me across her lap. She used to whip me with a strap when I was bad.
I just realized missed opportunity at Snacktime. We could have had donuts. I should have thought of that beforehand.
That one, When I Was Bad, that one made me wonder, is a kid ever really bad enough to get a strap?
Each song is like it's gonna sound corny, but each song is more like a Timbit. You know, each song is like a little sweet treat. Timbit for the American viewers. I mean, I think Duncan has them now. Donut holes.
Donut holes.
But it's like each song is super short. It's a sweet little taste. It's a sweet little beat. Plays into the sample metaphor. You're taking part of the song, just like you take part of the donut
Whoa.
to make the Timbit.
That's pretty big.
We got 25, track 25, Walkinonit, track 26, The Factory, and track 27, You Love.
Broken and blue. Broken and blue. Broken and blue. Broken and blue. Broken blue. Broken down the street. Broken blue. Broken blue.
I should have mentioned he's also from Detroit. Just feel like it's useful.
That was a tough city at the time.
Yeah.
This came out. This also feels like Beatles rhythm.
Trudging along. Even the vocals seem like from that era, you know, like that psychedelic sort of.
Totally. Like Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah.
me, there's not too much to say in those songs. It's so production focused.
But it still is a cohesive thing. And I like how he recycles some of the samples, like, for example, using his siren. And then also, like, sometimes he's brought back those, like, what? Or, like, little yos or whatever throughout the album to kind of tie everything together. So it's, like, part of this one thing. But I know it's hard to kind of talk about it.
Also, the song The Factory could be a shout out to Detroit. But also, the last line in that is breathe. And then he just kind of holds on that. I'm thinking that's a wild way to end a song, just with the word breathe. It's also a song by Pink Floyd, but
also the instrumental of that one kind of sounded like beeps, like hospital beeps. I thought that, but it's like one of the things where it's like, I don't know how intense. It's like, or is it like reading too deep into it? Like
you're making this all about that.
Yeah, like I don't know. You know, I don't know how intentional he was with this, or if it's simply just beats and it's a coincidence when people know that lore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Obviously, there's some stuff like the "Is Death Real" thing because he intentionally manipulated the vocal for that. But some stuff, it's like I don't know if it's all connected that way. You know what I mean? It's hard to tell. We got track 28, High, and track 29, Bye.
Standing at the bus stop, and I heard a voice behind me say, "Hi, baby." Oh, I just fell all apart inside because I hadn't heard that voice in such a long time. I turned around.
Really makes you wait for the next high.
Talk about what we were talking about last time. I feel like that one has to be intentional. We're on to the last two. We have track 30, which is Last Donut of the Night, and track 31, Welcome to the Show.
This feels avalanche-y.
Yeah.
Been on every record-breaking show in the Regal Theater in the last 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, stop. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. I give to you.
This is Motherload. This is Motherload, Canadian band.
Really?
When I Die is the name of the song.
Damn.
They won a Grammy for it. No, Juno. They won a Juno in 73 or 68. This song is killer. It's one of my favorite Motown songs.
See, isn't it so satisfying when you can pick out a sample?
I've never heard it anywhere else other than my CD player.
Man, that's crazy.
The song is literally called When I Die. So I was like, from the snack time on, how am I going to rate this? The memento mori of a man who's got days to live. And some of the stuff is uncomfortable. There's a whole bunch of songs that are uncomfortable. Just like his chops, his breaks. They're just like, what? I'm not slow dancing to this. Driving in the car feels almost disrespectful. You feel like you need to just sit and listen to it like an art piece, not like I'm driving around Toronto. So it's really tough to rate. And then he drops When I Die by Motherload at the end, loops the front to the back, and you realize he's doing this seamless journey that he's really thought through well. I really like this album. The way he ended that album, like I'm always talking about, it's important how you end it. That was freaking unlike any other album ending, because it's his beginning. And the Canadian Juno award-winning band from the 70s. How'd he find that?
That's crazy that you know that too.
Like, I knew it deeply. That might be where I was introduced to Motown, Motherlode. Yeah, so I would give that an A+, maybe even realming into the S tier. I don't know yet. I don't feel confident to give it an S. But in terms of like what it is and what it meant to me, it's an A. And also, like, it took me on my own journey. Midlife crisis or realizing you're going to die, it comes to different people at different times in their life. Some people it's when you're older. Some people it's when you're younger. Some people it's like you have this accident. But when it hits you, it doesn't leave. Like, you know that it's coming and it affects every action after. You know, not in the heat of the moment, but it's always on your mind, I think. That's what the midlife crisis is for people.
Yeah, it's weird because he's probably actively counting his days, you know what I mean? Like, where it's more like finite, because I guess everyone knows, but it doesn't hit you. But for someone in his situation, like, that's...
And then do you just spend time staring out the window? Do you just sit there and think?
It's really beautiful that he probably spent his last days doing what he loves, making music, you know, and working on one final album he could give to the world. You know, I mean, that's pretty powerful. For me, I mean, this album is pretty special. The sampling is so great. Amazing choices. I love his drum sounds. I love how nothing is quantized. Like, it's just him free playing the drums the whole time on the samplers.
I forgot that. That's crazy.
I know. I don't know. I love this album. I think it's really special. I think he's a really incredible producer. I think I'm S+. I have to go with that. If people know the lore better than me, let us know how intentional it is with the whole lore surrounding it. I don't know, or if we're just reading too far into it. As always, full versions on our Patreon, along with other fun stuff. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you so much.
Until next time.
Have a great week.
See ya.
Bye.